this is Hammer 357 Mag, and today we're going to take a quick look at the bada bing, yeah! It's the Bad Blood Spiraling Demise. Let's take a quick look at what I think is a pretty cool ID on the blade. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to go over the specs, the price point, and the fit and feel, primary and secondary concept of use, out-of-the-box sharpness, and final thoughts. Okay, let's take a quick look at the specifications on this. The steel is a 8CR14 stainless steel. It's a Chinese stainless steel. It's tempered at RC57 to RC58, and this steel is often compared to AUS-8. So if you're familiar with AUS-8, this is a good, reasonably priced steel and does a good job. The handle on this particular blade is a textured G10, so you can see it's got some texture on it that helps with it, handling it. The blade length here is 3 7/8. The overall length of this blade is fairly stout, 8 7/8, and the close length is a 5 3/8 length. Now, this blade is a fairly stout in weight, 7.9 ounces. So this is a heavy blade. But again, you know, you may like to carry a heavy blade. And again, this is a large blade and it's heavy. But I think it's got some nice features on it. If you like a large blade that's heavy, this one is right down your alley. Okay, the blade deployment on this is, again, it's a flipper and it's manual. So there's no speed safe opening. As far as how it's locked up, it is a locking liner, and you can see that liner gets in there about 25%, so it's a good solid lockup. The finish on this is bead blasted. As far as the pocket clips go, we got one on this side and none on the other side, so you get just one position for the pocket clip. The blade type, again, if you look at the blade on this, is a trailing point. You can see where the blade is basically straight and slightly comes up. The trailing point still has a nice belly on it, so you get some good use out of that too. As far as the grind on this goes, it's a hollow grind, so that makes a very sharp point. And let's look at the blade movement. You know, this thing is solid as a rock in there. There's no play at all. As far as the blade centering goes, let's take a look at that. And if you can look at that blade centering on that, that's pretty much right out in the middle, so I think that's impressive. Blade retention, again, with a solid lockup like that, your blade retention is going to be really good. Fit and feel and ergonomics, again, with the G10 scales and a nice cutout there to put your finger in, provides a really good troil for your bottom finger. It's got excellent jumping on the top and G10 scales. And even though the blade is heavy, it really feels good in my hand. You know, it's kind of a heavy carry, but between the thickness of the blade, which is really thick, you know, you got a real beefy item. So it's got good feel in the hand. Anyway, so based on, you know, the jumping, the G10 scales, that large belly and that really sharp point, you know, the primary concept of use on this blade is going to be tactical and combat. Again, the secondary concept of use, of course, could be EDC general. It would do a good job of that, but it's really heavy. You know, if you're going to carry this thing as EDC general and a separate tactical blade, you're going to have an issue. The best on this is to carry this blade by itself. So if you want a dual purpose blade to do EDC in general, pick this up. It's 7.9 ounces though, so that's about the weight of 2 blades, so you know. So look at the price point on this. This knife right now is an unbelievable $29 including shipping at Amazon.com. So, and I've seen these things go from $55 to $35. The price is all over the place on these Bad Blood blades. So let's look at the sharpness out of the box. That is really good. Considering how thick the blade is, this is really good. Let's see if we can get us a little, what we can get out of this is it. Again, with the thickness of this blade, it might be hard. Well, as you can see, it started out with a small one, but it got to a big one. So you're not going to do, we'll try it one more time. Again, the blade is so thick, as you can see. It is very sharp, but it's going to have problems pulling up the small troil. So again, my final thoughts on this blade. I think it's going to be very good at a tactical blade or combat. You have to be able to deal with the weight. Again, as a general purpose blade for everyday carry, again, I think it would be okay for that. It would be really good as a dual purpose blade. Remember, you have to deal with the weight. You won't be able to carry but one blade with this. Really sharp out of the box. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. I think I really like the way it looks. It's got great looks. It's a really sturdy and heavy blade. It feels really great in the hand with the weight. You know, you can almost use this as a fixed blade but carry it as a folder. Yeah, I would buy it again. You know, so anyway, this is Hammer 357 Mag. I'd like to thank you for your time. Have a great day. Remember, long live rock and roll and the American dream.